So I am doing my makeup, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while now. And I'll just say this. I'm in my late 20s right now. And I am going to be getting married in a few months. And I can't help but wonder about, like, do I want kids or not? And here's the thing. I don't know. Like, me and him have discussed this a few times, and we're both kind of like, it could go either way. We don't need a baby or a family to be happy and fulfilled together. That's not why we're getting married. And I asked him a long time ago, and I ask him periodically still, if I can't have kids, one day, like, we just find out of the blue, like, there's something wrong with my ovaries or my uterus or whatever, is that a problem for you? Like, would you leave me over that? And every single time, his answer has been no. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. People can change their minds. Like, there's no guarantee. Maybe in the future he'll change his mind and be like, yeah, I do want kids, and if you're not gonna give me a baby, I'm out. That could totally happen. I don't know if I should say this, but he said when it comes to stuff like that, the ultimate decision making is 51% my choice and 49% his choice. So there you go. I could see it going either way. But if I were to give advice to anybody, this is what I would say. Go live your life. Go have fun. Go explore the world. Go do everything you want. Change your job as many times as you want. Go start a business. Go study whatever. Control your debt, though, so you gotta be smart with that. Like, get to a certain point in your life where you feel pretty satisfied. And once you reach that point, ask yourself a lot of questions, such as, do I want to make a major life-altering decision where I'm going to disrupt this peace and this routine and this life that I've built for myself? Is there a gaping hole in my heart that nothing else could possibly fill other than a baby? And figure that out first. Why do you want a baby? Why do you want a kid? Because babies don't stay babies forever. And one day that baby is going to grow up, and you have no idea how that baby is going to turn out. You can do literally every single thing right, and they still turn out to be whoever they want to be. And, I've asked my man this stuff too. Like, what if we have a baby and they turn out to be a serial killer? Or they turn out to be a child molester, pedophile, drug addict, teenage pregnant mom. Maybe all of the above. There's female pedophiles out there too. Yeah, like, what if they turn out to be something completely that you would never have dreamt of? Would you still support them? Would you still love them? Would you love them unconditionally, no matter what? No matter what. Yeah. Like, it's easy to be like, yeah, sure, totally. But if it comes down to it, can you really? I mean, I don't know. It's a lot to ask. And I talk to him about this stuff all the time. And he just says that we just got to be there for them no matter what, which I agree with. But that doesn't mean like if one day my child turns out to be a PDF file, if my child one day turns out to be a PDF file, and I found out, and this could go two ways. They did something or they didn't do something. So if they molested a child, I think justice still needs to be served. I can still love you. I can still be here to support you. But I think you committed a crime, so something needs to be done about that. It needs to be rectified. Now, versus if he or she didn't, I would say just get him in to get help. Because it's just going to get worse if you just try to hide it. And I would hope that I would raise my kids to be able to come to me no matter what, even if they get pregnant as a 13-year-old, 14, 15, 16, even if they decided to be experimental and accidentally get themselves into really dangerous situations. Just know that it doesn't matter what happens. Your father and I will always be there for you. And we're going to want the best for you. Yeah. I don't know. It's something. It's something to think about for sure. But yes, go live your life. Go accomplish everything. Because a baby will not fill a void, no matter how much you think it will. A man will not fill a void. A child will not fill a void. Nothing can. Only you can. And for right now, I'm leaning more towards not having a baby. And maybe that will change when I'm like 35 or whatever. But right now, I am very happy with having it just be us with maybe a cat. Because I want to be able to sleep in on the weekend. I want to be able to just do whatever I want, whenever I want, without feeling like I have to sacrifice so much first. And that's what I mean, like, go be selfish. Go do whatever you want. Go be selfish. Go do whatever it is that you want. Go be as selfish as you possibly want. And I think there might be a point where once you've done all of that, you might want to not be selfish, and you might want to give yourself completely to an innocent child, baby creation that you make. But I think it's very, very important to be selfish first. Go do whatever you want first, and then decide. Because otherwise you're just going to resent the baby that you created and brought into this world. Because you didn't get to do the things that you wanted to do because you were too busy taking care of a child. So don't do that. I think this is my makeup. It's not bad. Yeah, it is what it is. And I personally think the couples that say that, they could be happy either way, I think those couples are probably solid. Because there's no condition hanging over your head that you have to meet at a certain point. Yeah, so I think the couples that are, I think when you give the woman the freedom to choose and not pressure her and not hold a certain condition over her head, I think that's the best and most ideal situation. But again, I could be biased, but you know, I think the guys who say that it is a complete requirement for their woman to be able to give birth, I think they're seeing her as someone or something that can do something for them. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but
I would love to get married before I'm 35 because I want to see my kids long. I don't even know if I have kids. I don't know. It depends on my wife. I feel like if she wants kids, I would love to, but it's too much pain to give birth to kids.
The wife who doesn't want to have kids?
Of course, man.
Oh, you're down with that?
Yeah, of course, because
okay.
it's so much pain, dude.
Well, you just find a wife who also wants kids.
That's not the conversation I'm gonna bring up in the first. Hey, it was like, hey, I just don't want to make my other half, partner, wife, you know, uncomfortable.
Of course,
she doesn't want to give birth, and then
so it's like
it's so painful.
And she's like perfect for you in every way, but then she just doesn't want to have children. That's not a deal breaker for you.
Oh,
basically.
definitely not. Like, she's going through pain. I just can't stand that. It's up to her. That's what I'm trying to say.
I've been thinking about this a lot and watching a lot of videos about this and watching my friends who are also like getting engaged and, you know, talking to them about this stuff. It really like opens your eyes to see what it is that a man is wanting out of a relationship. Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant, but it doesn't matter. This is about it. So this is my makeup.